Hello, freedom seekers. You know, it's a really interesting time we live in today. And I find with a lot of people, it's really easy to get caught up in the pandemic of the coronavirus, where every day it feels like the earth beneath your feet is crumbling away a little bit more. On Friday night, a couple nights ago, I went out to an event. I looked around the room. There was probably only about 12 of us in the room. There's about 9 people in the room that look like they have had all of the life and the exuberance for life just wiped out, taken out of them. Because every day we turn to the news, this pandemic seems to be getting worse and worse. And I know that it's impacting people's lives where they know that they are starting to wonder if they're going to have a job. They're starting to wonder how they're going to pay their bills and how they're going to, have a house to live in if they can't pay their mortgage. And there's all kinds of worries. And I want to offer you some help today. You don't have to drown with whether it be this pandemic or the recessions of the past. That yes, there's sometimes some pain experienced, but it's temporary. And you can see the opportunity and beautifully start to surf the crest of the waves instead of sinking down and starting to drown in the sea and the ocean as it takes you out uncontrollably. It doesn't have to be that way, you see, because it really is, it's how you respond to it that's going to make all the difference in the world. In 1990, the start of the year, I was making a 6-figure income in a multi-level business that I had built where I was the 3rd largest distributor. And I was flying high, but then I started having some problems with the owner of the multi-level company. And I didn't like how he was doing some things that I felt were not only bad for business, but were also very unethical. And so I decided to go ahead and leave that multi-level in order to create a better life for me. And I saw an opportunity. And so in July of 1990, I started to build a new business. Now, it was in a recession then, and people looked at me with the business that I wanted to build at the time, because I took all the money I had and I stuck into this business, my life savings, and I put it in this business in the midst of a recession. And people says, "Are you crazy, Mark? We're in a recession, don't you know?" And yes, I realize this pandemic that we're in right now is probably like a once in 100-year situation that comes along, but the same principles apply, is that you can see the opportunity in it or you can drown in it. And how you decide is going to make a huge difference. And so I do have some solutions and some resources for you so that you can be on top of the world in these difficult days and not be drowning in having the ocean take you out to sea. Kat and I are going to start doing some web classes this week that'll give you some solutions. And so you want to register for those. They're free, and get signed up for those today. But look at then all the other resources that I have there for you as well.